Hey, this is El Chatfield, Loving Yourself to Life here. It's a lovely, what day is this? Wednesday. Got up this morning. I meditated, prayed. Then I went for a little short walk, came back, worked on some business. Well, before I did that, I worked on business stuff. I'm ordering some shirts for the drop-in play care, and I also ordered some shirts for Loving Myself to Life videos and for honest chats. So I feel like I'm being real productive in this season. I don't know about you. Consistency brings out so much forward process, and I'm in love with it. I mean, it's day 12. This is also our consistency update video. I I've been putting them together. I've been separating them, but then lately I've been putting them together because it's been going into so much of what I'm going through each day. And I just want to say thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel has really been an evolution for me because I didn't want to do it. It was not something that I was like, oh, I'm going to get on here and talk about myself and talk about my journey. The podcast is more of a hidden aspect. Like, people don't have to see you, they don't have to know anything about you. But when you search Loving Yourself to Life, I come up now, which is kind of cool because I'm all about you. I'm all about you loving you. Nothing else. Um, I don't care about what's going on the outside. Your inside is what matters. It doesn't matter what race you are, creed, it just whatever all of those little things they say, it doesn't matter. You can be wherever, but if you don't have a good grips, a good knowledge of yourself, um things will just not be right in your life. I don't there are people who will live their whole lives and never know who they really are, or who would never um allow who they are to be shown. And I did not have that luxury. Before I even did this, I didn't even like to take pictures. I didn't like to take pictures or do anything in the forefront. That just wasn't me. But I didn't have the luxury of suppressing it because it would come to me every night. You're supposed to be doing this. This is where you're going. This is how you're supposed to be. And I just struggled with it because I just liked being me. I liked being regular. Does that sound? I mean, because I did the things that I like to do. I served people that gave me great satisfaction. But yeah, every day, little by little, I was dying. Like, I had already died because one, I wasn't even showing who I truly was and who I truly am now. This is my picture behind me. I like to color. Usually I get a lot of revelation when I color because it quiets my mind. And I like the message. It talks about you are a masterpiece. And it does have Psalms 139:14-15 on there. But you are a masterpiece. You're a masterpiece because you were already made in the image of God. That just doesn't, like, if it's perfect. You're perfect already. Yeah, we do have some things that we want to get out and move into our life, move out, because I didn't start loving my life until I left my life. I realized that I couldn't take that old me to the level that I wanted to go. So I had to start getting rid of those things. And when you start getting rid of those things, one, you have to take that first step in knowing that you are worth it. You're already perfect for whatever it is you're being called to do. You don't need anybody else to co-sign on you. You co-sign on you. You are the signee of you. You don't need no co-signature of any kind. But if you want to use that term, you should be the only one co-signing on you. And then those that walk along with you, they either they're either on the same journey or in the same ring in some capacity. But I don't look to someone else to validate me. And those things that were in my past, those things anchored me into those really bad feelings of myself. And I'm like, no, we got it. This ain't about to. I don't want to keep continuing like this. And I know my husband used to say, he was like, well, I'm content. I'm like, I'm content, but something tells me there's more. There's more out there. There's more for us. And don't you want to know what it is? And it did cause a lot of discord in our marriage, because I pulled away from that old person, and now I'm this person, which I was always meant to be. I just didn't want to live on the high of outside thrills. I didn't want to continue. So there's only so much motivation you can get from somebody else. Like, pretty soon that motivation runs out. So you're looking on the outside for something to satisfy you on the inside. It worked for a little bit, but then it never lasted, because when I needed, like, it's like coffee. When I needed to pick me up, I need to let me go get my coffee to wake me up. Oh, you feel like crap until you get that coffee. And then after that coffee wears off, you still feel like crap. You know what I'm saying? You go back to feeling like crap. Well, at least I did. And then I wasn't um, really paying attention to what I was needing, because when you get motivation from the outside, if it's not geared towards your personal growth, you don't go anywhere. You hit a ceiling. You hit a ceiling of that motivation, and then what? Because everything stays the same under this ceiling. I mean, you get what I'm saying? There has to be something else where there's a limit, no limit, no limit, you know. So I kept hitting a ceiling of, okay, now I got to go back and find this person that motivated me. Now, there's a difference in when you're looking for motivation and then when you're looking for knowledge. Because I listen to, let's say, the Eric Thomas videos, the Inky Johnson, I think his name is, and there's a couple of other ones that I listen to, the Tony Robbins of the world, and there's some other people that I just can't think of their names, but those are some of the bigger name people. And I would listen to them for the motivation, but now I listen to them for the knowledge. Because if you're so busy being motivated, you're not listening for anything else. You're only looking for what you need to make you move, you know? And trust me, it's a difference. I can motivate you to go ride that bike. I can say, all right, good, let's go. You're going to go out there, you're going to get on that bike, and you're going to ride that bike because you're awesome. You're just awesome. You're great. You were meant to ride that bike. That bike is yours to wield because it was made for you. I'm motivated to go ride the bike, and then when I get ready to go ride the bike, I don't know the steps to ride the bike. I mean, it's that's one of the best. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because that's one of the best examples that I could come up with, because I know there were some things like I was told when I was little. They didn't tell me how to do it. They told me what to stay away from, but they didn't tell me what to do in order to make it work. They told me how to stay away from it so it didn't get into my life. And then you're okay, and then you're so curious about how that goes. But I didn't want that anymore. I wanted to find out how I could put into me my own. My auntie would always say, have some get up about yourself. Yeah, I wanted to know how to have some get up about myself, how to move and how to shake and myself up in the middle of the night when I'm battling with my thoughts. What tools do I have on the inside to make me move? because I don't know, it's just, and there's nothing wrong with motivational speakers because I know I am motivational to a lot of people, but also you're going to have to absorb that and make your motivation from within. You The outside thrills, like you get on a roller coaster one time and it was fun, woo, heart pumping, and you get off. Okay, what's next? All right, you will be bumping and bumping and bumping around until you bring the party. You ever met somebody that came to the party and they brought the party with them? Well, that's how I feel about me. I want to bring the party with me. And it doesn't mean that I have to be upbeat every day and ready to go. Oh, a lot of people do tell me I'm very optimistic and I do have a good energy. But I was I was born with it, but I wasn't it was there in the beginning, but some way, somehow along the lines of into adulthood, I lost it. I started doing things that was just not even me because of me pleasing something else or somebody else or following somebody else's vision when we all have come here with visions of our own and paths that we must follow on our own. And I'm just excited for all of the people who are taking that leap to loving yourself because you are just the most important person in your world. You shape your world. You see your world how it's supposed to be, how you want it to be. You make it how you want it to be. And I know I have some people that I know, it's always something negative, and I don't have, I'm not even drawn to talk to them anymore because we're not even on the same frequency. And I'm like, what is happening? And they blame it on everything on the outside, but it all starts within. Because if you're in a place of danger, you will know when to leave. You will know where to go because you're so in tune with yourself and you're so in tune with God. That's the thing. You're so in tune with your God self because you're not gonna let anything happen to you. But if you're so distracted by everything else, then okay, it may be something out there that may come up and shock you. But I just wanted to say you're a masterpiece. You're trust you, develop you, build you up to a place where you can activate yourself. Um, it's not, no one's, I always used to say I needed someone to be at the gym with me. So I became an instructor because I know people were counting on me to lose, I had to lose weight. I had to be a good weight for them. And then I had to motivate them to lose weight. But then I said I couldn't do it on my own. That didn't make any sense. So now that the gyms are closed and I can't take my kids with me, guess where I got to get that motivation from? Right. Exactly. Just to do what I need to do for me. So do you, be you, love yourself to life. Leave those things. Don't be afraid because what's in front of you is way better than what you left. You don't have to be scared of anything. If anything, the person that's inside of you that's trying to get out is the person that you were always meant to be. This is Jay Chatfield, loving yourself to life. Have a love yourself day.